I'm Tracy McDonough, owner and founder of Healing Moments. Healing Moments is a healing playroom, a mind, body, spirit center. Our service is love and compassion, and the environment is soothing, peaceful, and inviting. Every area is designed for healing and peace. We deliver services such as massage therapy or lymphatic drainage, energy healing and Reiki, chakra balancing, physical vascular therapy for circulation and pain, vibrational medicine using frequencies and oils, and music in order to calm and relax your mind, body, and spirit. We also offer detoxification services using infrared sauna, ionic foot baths, and power plates. All of our modalities are designed to reduce stress, anxiety, induce relaxation, relieve pain, and provide detoxification and inflammation reduction for optimal healing and wellness.
AMP2 TV and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They have been working around the clock, non-stop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it has never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP2 TV at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. The way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial Providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial Providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
was a noise from somewhere deep. We heard the sound, it was bittersweet. Voices calling out from an aching heart, getting so much closer by staying apart, singing a song of hope and love that you heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. The streets are empty, but the sky is clear. You want somebody and can't have them near. Taking shelter where you can when the world is at stake. Alone together, trying hard not to break. Singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. A song for the lonely, the tired and the weary. A song for the broken, the mighty. Can you hear me? Get beyond our pride and greed. Share everything that we need. We won't be ignored. We will be restored. Singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard. I feel what you feel. We will survive. We will stay strong. 'Cause love is the word, and hope is the song.
Good morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
You take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast. As Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
So I grabbed myself and called 888-994-4995 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning.
So get ready for the time of your life.
Shake off your sleepies, buckle up, because it's showtime.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe's morning show. What was SA what?
ASMR.
What is that?
The sound effects. Remember we talked about those when we were up at iHeart?
But what's
Different sound effects?
It's called ASMR.
ASMR.
It's like if Dawn were to like put her nails on the table and she goes, "Hi guys, welcome back to another episode."
And that has a name?
I don't know what it stands for, but it's just like really soothing sounds.
Is that like something you learned in school?
Huh?
Is
No.
No, it's like a trending thing.
It's
You
a train.
listen to it to go to bed. It's like soothing noises. Sometimes people do it to people eating. Like, for example, someone will eat a lobster, crack it open, chew the lobster really obnoxiously, but it just like is really soothing, I guess. Really
Sound
satisfying.
effects. ASMR.
You know, I learn something new every day in this place.
Bianca has a vast
Well, no,
world of
she's
knowledge.
an encyclopedia by herself. But I'm saying, we're in the wrong spot.
Yeah, I know, because of the cat. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He knows though.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I'm never on this side. It's an interesting look.
It's being fixed.
Just don't.
So I've got to pretend you're over there.
I don't know what he's doing. Let me see.
Because I have
Oh, there you
to
go.
change up the cameras.
Anyway, welcome. I had to take my car into the dealer today for a fix-up, and Mr. Slickman came and got me.
Oh, nice.
And he picks today to forget his glasses, so he's driving like that. So I'm like, this is scary. And here's a car, and it's coming at me. I'm like,
Slick, was it on your way up?
Yeah. No, I actually had to loop around because I was already like going towards Federal.
Oh, okay.
so he takes Federal up here.
Yeah.
I never take Federal anywhere. He says, but this is stop and go traffic. So I got a guy with no glasses.
And
He's stop and go traffic. Wow.
How'd that go for you?
I got to go change my shorts. I appreciate him coming to get me. I shouldn't make fun.
So that was
It's
very
a
nice.
scary thought when the man shows up with no glasses. And then he can't hear.
Huh? Happy Tuesday to you. Happy Tuesday. I went to the eye doctor yesterday afternoon. The afternoon show is going to be very interesting once we turn all the lights on. We may be doing the show in the dark.
Why, your dilator stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, it hurts your eyes, don't it?
Yes.
How did you drive home when your eyes
Driving
dilated?
home was one thing because I was going against the sunset. But then I decided since I was doing so well and traffic was doing okay, I went to run some errands. And that was when I probably shouldn't have because then I had to go west into the sunset. And I was like, oh, that's not working so well. So then I did go home and then I had to get on the treadmill and run through Croatia. Dubrovnik is spectacular, by the way. If anyone wants to get on their iFit and run through Dubrovnik, Croatia. But then by the end of the night, I was putting my phone on the black screensaver, on the light mode, on the everything. I walked outside today. It was like knives going through my eyeballs. I guess they're still a little dilated.
Did they put like drops and stuff in your eyes?
Uh-huh.
I could tell because you're like running rampant.
Yes. Yes. Since I've had bad eyes
You're
since
like
I was 4.
Madam Pac-Man.
Since I was 4, I've always had really bad eyes. So the doctor says to me, it's a good thing nobody knows you can't see out of one eye. He goes, just keep looking forward and nobody
Which is
will
the bad
ever know.
eye?
See? He's like, no one would ever know.
that one.
It's this one, actually. He said, you faked it for a 50-50 shot.
So if we make fun of you on that side, you'll never see it.
I can see because I use this eye for everything. But since I was 4, I was legally blind in this eye. But nobody knew because I did such a good job at compensating that I still do.
How do you read?
So is there any way to fix it, or did you go in to fix it?
I had to wear an eye patch, and I had to do all. Teddy too had the same thing, a lazy muscle. So
Smack
we're
it
kinda
around a little bit.
We're kind of like
So how's
kindred
it now? Are
sisters.
you okay?
Yeah, you would never know, right?
How do you read? You read with one eye?
Your brain it's amazing what your body can do. My brain has learned to compensate after all these years. So I read
can't-
with both eyes, but it's really this one that's doing all the work.
I should say this too, that I can't read and you can't see.
You have your glasses?
No, I just can't read.
So happy Tuesday to you. I couldn't believe we
Wow.
were all out of here, cleaned up and out the door by 2:30 yesterday. Even the floors were mopped.
RK went into
It was like, whoop!
restaurant mode.
Holy cow.
He had a vacuum in one hand and he was mopping with the other. I'm like, this is an interesting
2:30,
sight.
the garbage was out, the floors was mopped, they were vacuumed, and out the door, everything was done clean. I was like, wow,
Slick
2:30.
ran out of here, took out the garbage and got the flag back in. I was like, there was a lot of kids here yesterday.
We had a lot, and actually 4 even left, and we still had a lot.
Yeah, I was amazed.
I wonder how Dan's birthday was. Slick, did you talk to him?
I didn't talk.
I saw him last
I
night.
didn't talk to him yet, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it went good.
I
He
saw
had the
him.
cake?
Jody treated him to dinner.
That was nice.
Like he had the cake there, and people were snipping at it at the radio station.
That was a good cake.
He had the hat.
Did he have your hat?
Everybody was paying him compliments.
Slick, if you had a hat on, would you see better?
Probably.
I'm thinking if he has a hat on, it's going to make his vision. I'm like the
Yeah.
queen now on Vision, me and Teddy.
You know,
Kindred
you
souls
could
we
put
are.
inside your hat, you put a little pocket for a little nip. That way you're always nippy ready.
Yeah, the little dabble do you.
She's another September birthday, by the way.
I'm a Virgo, but I don't act like one, which is why I do not like astrology signs, and I think that they're stupid. I said it, all my friends are obsessed with them, and I'm like, no.
What sign do you think
Big
you fall
facts.
under?
I don't even care. I don't even know what any of them mean.
I think
Big
you're like
facts.
a Leo.
That's what all them say. They're like, oh, like,
Right?
I'm such a Leo, and I'm such a Sag, and I'm like, I don't
She's
care.
such a Leo,
I'm
right?
like, what does that even mean?
You could be a Sag too. Sagittarius.
Slick facts.
Yeah, it kind of is. Astronomy and all that.
Astronomy and astrology.
It just never made sense to me.
It doesn't? What sign are you?
What's your
Everybody.
they'll be like, what's your rising? What's like
Yeah.
your Earth's
It's
metal
just,
sign?
I didn't even know it went that deep until I heard about that. Like,
What sign are you?
Oh, Libra.
Wow, I never met a Libra male. Or female.
Wow, excuse. There's a lot of us out there.
Slick,
you
how
know?
was your cousin's birthday?
It was good actually. Like I gave him some smell good, so I gave him some Hugo Boss cologne.
Some smell good.
Some smell good.
How do you pick cologne for other people? Do you pick what you like, or do you pick, like, if it's your significant other, you have to like it, so you can buy them what you like. But if it's like a cousin, what do you buy?
You size up the person. Like you look at Slick. To me, he's like a flowery guy.
I don't think so. I think he's more of a musky kind of guy.
Thank you.
Like a
Musky.
woodsy.
Yeah,
Him?
a little woodsy, musky.
Him?
Yeah.
I
Like
wouldn't
a
say.
faint wood. It's not like super strong, like lumberjack.
You gotta be manly man to be musky.
Yeah, not like Old Spice lumberjack.
Definitely, man.
He said, man.
He's not floral.
Definitely ain't floral.
What are you?
Floral.
If he's manly man, then I definitely am floral. Absolutely.
You're more floral, more
I
citrusy.
like
You're
the-
like more citrusy.
I like the no. I don't like the citrus. The bomb. That thing that I wear. What?
Hugo Boss Bomb.
Yeah. What is
That's
that?
what he just bought his cousin.
Oh yeah, that's the
What
bomb.
kind of smell is that?
It's very nice.
It's the bomb.
It smells because it stays with you all day.
It's not floral.
I also like. You're gonna laugh at me, but you know when babies smell that talc, that powder,
Baby powder
smell. Man, I love that stuff.
Everyone loves the way babies smell until you know, there's
Until
a
you
class
have
action
one?
lawsuit against talcum powder. So
No, it's not the talc. There's a cologne that smells like it. And sometimes
There
a
is?
guy walks in and he has it.
I know there's a
Smells
cologne.
clean.
I know there's a cologne by guys, like all the guys love it. It's by Dior. It's called Sauvage. It's Sauvage.
You have any?
Yeah.
You should bring it in so you can smell
It's
it.
By
kinda
Dior?
I
like-
love
Yeah.
cologne. The smell of
Yeah.
cologne is the best thing ever. The red polo cologne. Oh.
until it makes you sick.
The red polo, you like red polo?
Literally, I
That's,
would just sit there and smell the bottle. I'm
The red
such a
polo?
weirdo. I love it. It
I've never
smells so
smelled the
good.
red
I
polo.
had red polo. It's nice.
But there's a girl I know. Her perfume was so strong and so distinct. She would walk up the stairs and I'd be like down over here and I'd be like, she's here. Like you could tell that she was in the area because it was so strong. She smelled like a grandma kind of, but a very strong.
That's like Estee Lauder. My grandmother used to always wear Estee Lauder,
That's another
the
one
roses.
I have though.
New Mom says she's a Virgo. Good morning, New Mom. I chatted with a good friend of hers yesterday that I'm excited to talk
New
with.
mom is a Virgo?
Yeah, I know. Shocker, right?
Absolutely not. Sorry to say, new mom. Love you,
not-
but mm-mm.
So she's coming to the event on the 11th. Pam's coming to the event on the 11th. Tracy and Jen. A lot of
It's the
ladies
same 5
coming.
people. Who else is coming?
What's the event?
I got to talk to Summer and see who she's got coming. It's an event for women to get pre-need from Dignity, to learn about pre-need and putting your plans and arrangements in place through Dignity Memorial.
Yeah.
That's in the theater. And then the guys, since they got a little jealous, they're going to be in Studio A with Wayne
We
doing
weren't
it.
jealous.
No, one guy got jealous.
You got jealous?
Slick, don't say that about yourself.
One guy.
You got jealous?
I ain't jealous. Wayne liked the idea.
So we're playing.
There's
strip
actually a
poker.
restaurant I was told today to reach out to. I spoke with one of our good friends, Pam Polani. She has an event next Thursday at a store that we're going to promote. The proceeds go back to the Brain Bowl. But also there's a restaurant, the Grill in Congress, that I'm going to reach out to them and see if they'll maybe do some appetizers and light bites for the event on June 11th. Because you know how we talk all the time that everyone got through the pandemic if you got through it. If you had the PPP money, you got through it, you stayed with it. And now is the time when things are opening up that people are having a harder time. So we want to really promote our community, support local, get out to the local restaurants. So I think now is our push to get 2 men in a car, bring in some of the restaurants. You've been to Grill in Congress.
Have I? Okay.
You used to go with one of your, I want to say Lou or one of your other guy clients. I think it's not too far from your house. It's on
Okay.
Congress and like Yamato, maybe?
Not so much, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to
reason.
reach out to them because Wayne wants to do food. He said we can't just give people vodka and rum and no food
We're
on
having
a
food
Friday.
on the man's side.
Yeah, so we got to order food. He wanted to order bagels, and bagels and rum and vodka don't go so well on a Friday night. So I wanted to get like appetizers, light bites,
What goes good with rum?
anything except a bagel.
But what goes good with rum?
I'm thinking maybe we can get like little meatballs, or we can get like little.
Subs?
Subs
Okay.
I feel like would be too heavy. Like that bread is.
Well, the ladies' event, I can't give women subs.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the men.
The men can have subs. The ladies can't have vodka and
What's-
subs.
what's
No
the-
one's gonna bite into it.
What's the ladies gonna have?
Am I right?
That's very true. Though.
When you
The
go,
ladies don't even eat. They like to drink. We're gonna get all the
so like
leftovers.
the ladies are happy with like crackers and cheese and little fruit bites.
Crackers and cheese. What are we,
A
mice?
charcuterie board.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh, that's
You
amazing.
can do that for the ladies, and then you guys
Slick,
can have like a
help me
meatball
here,
sub.
help me.
Charcuterie boards be nice. Though. Like, I'm
You
like,
What'd I
like
tell you?
charcuterie board?
Why don't you go to the thing with your
charcuterie
flour?
boards.
It's not even Italian.
The charcuterie board. Yes.
Men like fish and chips go with food.
That's great. That's better than a meatball sub though on a Friday. That's more of a lunch thing. That's not a like.
I was just putting it out there. Don't get hysterical.
So I'm going to
Take it
reach out
easy.
to the owners of the Grill in Congress. And I think they make, you weren't here back in the day. Ever go to Khakis on Palmetto and Powerline? Were you here when Khakis was open?
No.
It was this great little restaurant
Are they
where
still open?
My Delicious Deli used to be, where the J&J's took over, used to be Khakis.
What is
And they
it
had
now?
now it's empty. They had the best biscuits like ever, these buttermilk biscuits that just kept coming in, and I think they served them at the Grill in Congress. I want to say it might have been the same ownership back in the day. Yeah, that place is open now.
I'm
Went
thinking
from-
of Chinese food.
You've been yeah. It's not
I
a
went
lady
out to
thing
have
either.
Chinese last night. Every Chinese restaurant is closed.
On Mondays.
No, I think it's closed for the New Year to the 21st. Chinese New Year.
That was last month.
I don't know. Every Chinese place is closed.
I think maybe they're closed on Mondays. But that's the thing that restaurants are doing right now because they can't get ASMAW, whatever it is. That's SWAM. I don't know.
But we have to figure it out. What's up?
I think that's what restaurants are doing right now because they're so short-staffed. They're closing on Mondays or Tuesdays to give their employees a day off, to cut their power bills, to do the things they can to get
So-
ready for the weekend.
I got like a question for you guys
Yes.
since everybody's it's a strange week because fully vaccinated people can walk out like normal.
I don't
Or
know what
they're
that
wild.
means, but okay.
No, but like I'm noticing a lot of fully vaccinated people coming out with no mask,
Okay.
Yes.
and like to the point now like they're pressing a person like myself to take off the mask. Like how do you guys feel about like the ones that are without masks in indoor situations? Because I had that a lot last night. A lot of fully vaccinated.
Well, we talked about that a little bit yesterday, and at the radio stations, the first time that we were in rooms without masks. And Jody says, "Oh, now I remember who you are," and she's been vaccinated. Every board op is vaccinated, but one of the board operators is still paranoid and is wearing double mask, and he's been vaccinated. Vaccinated. And what's happening is that, and I think they knew this going in, they were telling people that if you've been vaccinated, you can actually not wear a mask anymore, indoor or out. But if you haven't been, you should wear a mask. And I don't think it's fair to people who haven't been, because now you're isolating them. You're saying, you don't have a mask, so it pushes them to lie. We talked about this yesterday. I think that, in my opinion, we're in this all together.
Great.
And if people feel that they don't want to have the vaccination, I respect it. And I will argue my reasons for it, but I have to listen to the arguments against it. And I agree. Right? My son and my sister refused to get it.
Well, your son had the virus or no?
I don't know. Again,
Now your
I
other
don't
son
know.
got it.
Gio, who works for a company that investigated Pfizer for the government, absolutely got it. And he says there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But again, that's his opinion. It's whether or not I want to believe it.
Listen, I don't think anyone should be shamed into doing something that they don't
Absolutely
believe in,
not.
one way or the other. If you feel
Absolutely.
you want to keep your mask on because you want to feel safer, then by all means, you should keep your mask on because you want to protect yourself. You saw what happened with, what was the baseball team out in Tampa?
The Yankees. The Yankees had 8 players who were vaccinated.
And they got
sick. They didn't get sick. They got the virus. And the CDC ran down there because they weren't showing they were asymptomatic except for one player, the shortstop.
Because they're saying the vaccine does not stop you from taking in a virus. It will stop mutating, is the idea.
And allegedly stop from killing you. If that's what's happening, there's other complications because if you have heart disease, diabetes, and or you have an illness in your body you didn't know about, this mutant deal will make it worse and can kill you for what they call complications.
Slick, what do you think?
I mean, like, I would say just people just leave your mask on for right now, because like even I'm just hearing like even the non-vaccinated people are taking advantage of the fact that fully vaccinated people can take off the mask. So who can you really trust that is maskless that you think that took that vaccine?
I still wear mine when I go out. I went to Limburgers last night. I had a burger. I haven't been there, and I don't know. The lady remembers us, the owners, because we used to go there a lot. Hey, welcome back. Everybody had a mask. I had a mask.
Do you wait out for dinner every night?
No, when it gets late. And last night was a doozy. I went meeting. I didn't finish till 8 o'clock. So I said, let's go to Limburgers. I don't feel like going home and getting something to cook. But I wanted to see how they were handling it. And the restaurants are still wearing the masks. So it was really cool. You know, everybody's really cool. And I don't want to shame anybody into doing anything either.
I was at the doctor's yesterday. Everyone had a mask on. And then here's the funny thing. I guess a police officer walks in. So he walks in like this. And he's got his gun on him and he's got his badge. You can totally see I don't know where he's from, but totally police officer. I'm thinking, you don't have masks? He says, I don't have a mask. And he has his hand over his mouth like this. And they said, well, then we can't see you. You need to go.
Is that what he told?
Yep. And he said, well, let me see if I have one in the car. So they said, all right, if you have one in the car, you can come back in. If not, I'm not going to see you. So he had one in the car. But I was thinking at a medical office, I know I keep a box here from when we were using them. They didn't offer them or anything. They're just like, if you don't have one, you got to go. But he found one.
Well, there are people, when they come in here, they ask us to keep it on. We usually put it on there to find out whether or not they've been vaccinated. But we don't, it isn't a mandate now. And again, it depends. It depends on the kids.
So I spoke to this woman yesterday. Feed the Need. She's a friend of New Mom. She's a friend of Tracy's. She's the one that helped organize that huge event down at the parking lot. 18 tons of food.
All gone?
20 minutes. 18 tons of food was gone in 20 minutes. So not only do they do food drives, they work with Legacy Closet, they work with book drives, they work with schools in our community, they work with people in Virginia. I mean, they work all over this community for anything in need, not just food.
I would love to be able to do a food drive in our parking lot, but I know they won't let us.
It's not even big enough to have that amount of traffic through it. It needs to be a parking, imagine 18 tons of food.
Let's go to Crazy Uncle Mike's.
It was, she said the bulk food was gone by 12. The individual food boxes, 20 minutes. They could have done it again and again. So actually they're working with the city to see if they can do it maybe every other week to make it as easy as possible. And that food from farmers to families, which nobody knows, and I want to see if we can interview her on this, it's a program from the USDA.
Really?
That's exactly what I said.
Wow.
That's exactly what I said. And I said, can we share that information? It's a program they're going to be stopping. But right now, that is the program through Farmers to Families. There's milk, there's eggs. I mean, this food has to go in 20 minutes because it has to be refrigerated. Yeah. It has to get in your car and it has to go back in the refrigerator. Wow. So it's all fresh, but this is through the USDA. That's and amazing. I said, you know, after everything that's going on, that people either are liking our government or not liking our government or like the programs or we don't support our children, all of these things that people are shooting back and forth with opinions and no facts. These are the facts that our governmental programs are giving food, healthy food from the farming, not just processed food, to feed our children and our families. And that, to me, is something that we should be talking about more.
Well, you know, you got to really think about what happened in this country because stimulus checks were something that were pumped out. Needless, you can have your belief whether or not it was right, wrong, or indifferent, but it was pumped out. I got a letter from the president now telling me about you're going to get a check. He's
See the tax credit that's coming now for everyone who's got kids? They're going to get a big tax credit also.
But you got to also take a look at what they're trying to do. Like, nobody wants to work today because unemployment is so good and everything else. But that was the gimmick of why they did it, to keep people home.
Well, they did, but now there's tax credits, and now business is failing because people aren't going back to work.
But you know what? That's all part of the cycle. Now, I went to Mercedes today, and on her desk, the lady that was taking care of me, she had 27 cars to work on today. So I said, what's going on? She says, somebody turned on the light switch. They were dead for months, and now everybody's coming back because they're tired of it. So Mercedes is going to have an outside seating area where you don't have to wear your mask. It's really cool, really smart.
Good morning.
I thought I lost you.
I know, I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Just let me know you're okay.
Okay, well, let you know you're tired.
Oh my God, look at the fit.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
Are you working? You have your working papers? You know what times you're working?
It's like the first meeting today.
Oh, so you're meeting them today?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, good.
At Best Buy. So if you need a discount, you don't need a laptop.
I do.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'll tell them the first day I'm there. Be
What?
like, hey,
Tell them, listen, I got 15. Really? Where are you working?
the Best Buy in Fort Lauderdale.
I need a little laptop. My son's a pain.
You know, I was reading, they say now is not the time you should wait for Memorial Day, which I guess is around the corner.
Black Friday's in November, but I need it now.
Oh, speaking of Black Friday in November, the other thing that they're putting together for Feed the Need is a huge Christmas drive. So I said we are all in on helping push that out. I also volunteered Danielle Bouljon.
When are we doing our Christmas show?
Well, we got to talk about that.
Christmas in July, right?
Yeah. Christmas in July.
Put your bag down.
They are putting together another huge Christmas drive for the kids, and they're already in process because it has to be. So I said, we're all in to help that. I volunteered Danielle to do what Danielle does for Christmas, but now we have a place to donate and a bigger reason, a bigger cause.
Sick. We have a show today, Authors and More on
The Editor's Desk
today, right? 11?
And we got Slick Speaks, and we got Jay Harmon.
And Slick Speaks. Wow, we got a lot. And when are you starting your show?
I don't know. When am I starting my show?
I'm sorry, that was my question to you.
I don't know. Whenever. I'm ready to go at all times.
Can you do one today?
Sure.
Sure.
I guess. You would like me to.
No, I do. And it's funny. I was talking to Jody about how I say all the producers in here have to do a show and a podcast. So she goes, do you ask them? No, I don't ask them. They have to do it. It's part of the program. She says, that's impressive. She was shocked what she learned yesterday. And so I got Dan behind me. I got Pierre behind me. And she says, is he telling me the truth? She goes, yeah, pretty much. So they're like gung-ho. So we are starting a new program. This is what I wanted to talk to you about. WNN takes over Boca. How many talk radio stations are there in Boca? Who knows?
None.
There's one.
One. Okay.
WNN Beasley Radio, the 3 stations, is the only station in Boca. So why isn't this town painted in Beasley green? And I asked all of Beasley, I said, why? Well, give me the reason. And they couldn't give me a reason. And so today, this is why I got a text. Said, okay, let's take over Boca. And it's right. We should have it everywhere.
Well, there's another outdoor event that we're going to be doing in a couple months, so we need to get that tentage.
We may be doing an outdoor event before that.
I'm sure.
The 2 men in a car, everybody watched it yesterday. And they want the Beasley logo on it. They want to know where they're going. Beasley may be asking them to go out and meet people that they have on their radar as well. They think it's a fantastic idea.
It's a great idea.
It's the best. But we got to get going.
Let's do it.
We got to get that pirate ship.
Are coming out on Comcast this week.
It's going out today. Not this week. Today.
So I spoke with the powers that be, and I asked for approval on our commercial, and she said, I don't know, you want to give me free publicity on Comcast? What am I going to say? I go, as long as you're all good with it.
Who's that?
Brain Bowl is in our amp spot.
Oh, did you get permission?
Yes.
She said yes?
Of course.
Because if she didn't, they change it.
She said yes.
Change it real quick.
100%. So
I want to do a pirate ship commercial.
They started one. You guys did one the other day. Bianca's mom, apparently her car is MIA.
Oh my God, don't even get me started on this. So my mom got into a hit and run the other day. She was driving just in the neighborhood. Most accidents actually do happen within your neighborhood because you're all chilling and then you're like, whatever. So she's driving casually and all of a sudden this car slams her right in the tire.
Ouch.
Right in the frame and right in the tire. So her whole rim is like gone.
Did she have like a big car and it was like a small car?
Yeah,
in
it was
there?
like a smaller
Okay.
car. So they both park on the side and he gets out of the car, sees what he did, runs back into his car and drives away.
Wow.
So she like tried to take a picture of the car. She didn't get a picture of the license plate, but she got a picture of the car, and it was so bad that she could not drive it home. So they had to go get a tow truck to tow it away. 4 days passed, and my mom has not heard one thing about her car. She has a BMW, by the way, and she gets a call from the Mercedes-Benz dealer in Pompano, and they're going, "Hey, my name's Maria. Your car's here, and I don't know why, so you should probably come get it." And then so my mom got the message, and she's like, "But I can't drive my car, and I don't know why it's there." So she calls the insurance, and they're like, "Oh, we didn't tell him to go do that. We told the tow truck company to go do that." And then she was like, "Well, who the heck is the tow truck company?" And they were like, "I don't know." And she's like, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "Well, we just hired, like, who did you hire?" And she's like, "I hired the guys that you told me to get. Like, the sketchy people you told me to do." And she was like, and the insurance lady was like, "Oh, well, that's not really our fault." And my mom was like, "Yeah, it is, because you told me to use them. Like, you referred them to me." So she calls like the actual tow truck company that was supposed to pick up her car and like fix her car. It's like some car fixing place in Boca, and they were like, "We're here at the Mercedes-Benz dealership, but they say they don't have your car." So she calls the tow truck company, which is like BMG whatever, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't have your car either. Like, I don't know where it is." And then she was like, "Well, the Progressive company said it was here," and he's like, "No, it's actually at the Mercedes-Benz dealership." And she's like, "No, it's not." And so then they were like, "Not our fault, though."
Did she find her car?
So she drove out to the Mercedes-Benz dealership, and when she got there, they were loading up her car, and they were like, "Yeah, it's been here the whole time. Like, what are you talking about?" I was on the phone the entire time, so I know that they were being super annoying, just not giving her straight answers. They were being super, like, sketchy about it. But she finally got it, like, to go get fixed, but now she needs my car to go do everything, so I have to go pick up my brother for, like, the next 2 weeks.
I know the Mercedes in Pompano. I've known them for 18 years. I know the owner. I know the owner's kids and everything else. The problem with that is that they're so big. You see how big that place was, Slick?
Yeah,
So
I had to go the back alleyway. Like,
No, I don't know where you. I don't know about that. The right side of the building doesn't talk to the left side of the building.
Yeah.
He says to me, "Slick's never going to find me here because it's so big."
It's huge.
And I
Yeah,
said,
it's
"So
huge.
call him."
I met him in the front.
You were at
Okay.
Mercedes?
But he went, huh?
At Mercedes?
Yeah.
that
It's huge.
Oh.
And then I know the Porsche dealer because I used to own the Porsche across the
It's like a
street.
complex.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
it's like-
Walmart used to be there, and now the Porsche dealership owns
I
it.
got to tell you right now, nobody's feeling sorry for you.
Oh, not at all. I don't want nobody to feel sorry for
Okay.
me.
Between Mercedes, Porsche, and no one's feeling sorry for you.
But I just telling you, when I was in New York, my car was totaled in a car accident, and they took it to the pound in Queens. So I go out to, and the way they do it there is you got to go in this little shack, and they got a mile of cars. Car isn't there. What do you mean my car isn't here? It's got to be here. So I go to the precinct, the 4-4. I come back. I says, yeah, they say my car is here. Yes, this car is not here. So I'm like, and I need my car, right? So I'm leaving, and I sold an insurance policy to this cop at the 3-4. And he sees me. He says, "Santori, what are you doing here?" And I says, I can't find my car. He says, "Let me see." "Oh, you're one of those." He says, "Come on, come with me." I said, "Go where you where? Just follow me." And I follow him into the deep end of the police compound where they have all the cars in mud.
You ever see Barney Miller?
Yeah.
What was that, like the 4-4?
I don't know,
3-2?
3-2.
Was it?
But
Thinking
my
you.
car,
He's a walking TV show.
my car was there.
In the mud?
And I had to pay $200
Why
for
was it
the
in the
cops to
mud?
take it because they were going to sell it for parts.
How'd that
And,
happen?
You want the story? I kept my mouth shut. The sergeant told me, $200, get your car out of here. $200 cash, and I got my car out of there. Never to go there again. But they had this whole scam going on there, and this detective is the one that said, "Let me get you your car. You ain't never gonna get your car if I don't get it for you." So I had to go with him into the swamplands of Queens.
Sounds like we need to do some undercover reporting.
Sounds like Freddie's a walking TV show.
Yeah.
My sister told me, call the Times, call the day. I says, "What are you, crazy?"
They're gonna be like, what are you
blow the
talking about?
whistle.
No, the cops would be. You don't mess with cops. I'm gonna tell you right now. You can
Well, unless
watch
you're
what
planning
you
to
want.
go to a different coast, leave the area.
And then I became an auxiliary, so I used to tell this story to my sergeant and everything else, and they says, you better never tell that story out loud, but there you have it.
Yeah, Slick, you had a show today?
I was having a show today.
You was? What, you changed your mind because you lost your glasses?
No, not because I lost my glasses. It's just the person I was supposed to bring on fell through off VMix. So I have a recording, so anybody who's
Who were you supposed to interview?
His name was Vic. Actually, Vic was a 19-year-old deaf prodigy of some sort because he reads a lot of I'll say self-help, and he's a singer as well. I was gonna bring him on so you can see him as well. It's just,
what happened?
Everybody gets busy on me. But
the prodigy popped.
Yeah, I just feel like I book times with people and then everybody just get busy. But I try to see if I can link up with them. It's just I know.
Well, I got a gift for you.
It falls through.
I got a gift for you.
What's the gift for me?
After the NBA championship series are done, I got a friend who knows somebody, and Dwayne Wade said he will come in and do an interview on your show.
Really?
Now, I'm not saying he's going to come in the building. He may do it virtually.
Hey,
but I got a promise to do. So that would be a nice present.
That would be a nice present.
serious?
It's
Like
just
the Dwayne, or is this like a
Are you holding out on everyone, Batman?
another regional Dwayne Wade? I don't know.
I didn't say anything because if it doesn't happen,
The
you're
Dwayne Wade
going
at
to
Best Buy.
remember that it didn't happen more
yeah,
than
I'm
I
gonna
gave it a
remember.
shot.
I'm gonna remember it didn't happen, but I do have a recording that's all new for Slick
Dub-
Speaks on the podcast. It won't be any
WNN
visuals.
Beasley Radio has in Radio Row has announcers that are doing televising the games.
Yeah.
And Miami happens to be playing Milwaukee, and so they are involved. So I put in a call to see. It's the same people that I put in the call for the Super Bowl, which we would have been there if it wasn't for the virus. So Dwayne Wade happens to be a cousin or something of this guy, and I said to him, can you help us out? And he said, yeah. So I automatically brought up Slick's name because I know he's a Miami Heat fan. I'm not.
I don't know why
care if
you're
he
not.
wants to interview or not. I don't care.
So we got a bunch of shows. We got Jay Harmon coming in. I think he's going to do a Skillshare share to work
Yeah,
with
he's doing a
Riley on that
Skillshare,
one. He's got his show he's going to be doing. So I think he's going to be here for a while today. I think he's going to be doing two
What
things
time
with
do
us.
you leave?
I work at 5:30, so as long as
And where is your job at?
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort downtown.
Best Buy in downtown Fort Lauderdale?
I think it's technically there. Yeah. What's a little North Federal?
That's
I don't know.
far.
Yeah.
was
Maybe
like
by
15
Oakland
minutes.
Park. I think it's in between the two.
I know where it is.
Yeah.
In Oakland Park.
And I think we got Pineapple Picnics coming in today.
No, they canceled.
Okay.
You had to call them. Something came, family emergency.
See, Slick, it happens to everybody.
I know,
and why
but,
do I
like-
know? This is what happens all the
That's
time.
okay. I got a lot to cover today.
All right, we got a lot to cover. Let's have a great morning. Wrap it up. Things to do.
Ding,
Wrap it
ding,
up.
ding.
Wrap it up.
Boy,
We'll see you in a
remember
little
when you
bit.
first used that line? We got in so much trouble.
Wrap it up.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
He's late. Thank you for listening to the morning show. As I go now to fill my mug, which is completely empty. I'm coffee out.
Your cup runneth over.
No, cup and dry.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. Tune in for all of our other morning shows coming from Ant Media Productions, and then our afternoon show at 12 o'clock.
And always join us for more fun and laughs because, your day starts when you smile.
Have a great morning, and we'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.